Hi everybody! Every single summer I leave my home on a jet plane for San Diego, and for San Diego Comic-Con, the biggest pop culture event of the year. There's so much to see, so much to do, and so much to buy. Usually I pick up a shit ton of stuff at Comic-Con, so I put together this little video just to show you some of the stuff I picked up and to share some of the experiences I had. So enjoy! Comic-Con International is the largest media convention on the face of the earth, drawing tens of thousands of people to San Diego, California each year. Cosplayers, comic book fans, toy collectors, thousands of sweaty people all packed in like sardines, all just to get a taste of what is to come from all corners of media for the coming years. First thing I did this year at Comic-Con was check out Nintendo's booth and their gaming lounge. Nintendo brought the heat this year, and I had a chance to play a few rounds of Super Mario Maker. Please excuse my shitty playing. I have a bit of performance anxiety playing brutal levels in front of hundreds of sweaty neckbeards waiting for their chance to play. Nevertheless, Nintendo offered me a chance to win a shirt by playing their Little Big Planet clone, and by God, I played till I earned enough tickets to win. And here it is. Lovely. Gotta love a free shirt. And here's the back with an awesome image of 8-bit Mario jumping. I also got the chance to play the new Godzilla game for PS4 on the show floor. Here's some footage of me playing poorly. To sum up the game, the graphics are passable, kaijus look fantastic, but the environments haven't come very far since the PS2 Godzilla Brawlers. The fights are very cinematic as you can see, but the controls are very strange. Controls more like a simulator than a fighting game. You steer Goju with the R1 and R2 buttons, and only use the analog sticks for camera movement and to propel your kaiju forward. Roar and Atomic Breath are done in the same button set, so that makes sense. Overall, it does feel more like a kaiju simulation, as I said. In the demo, we got a chance to fight Mecha Ghidorah and Space Godzilla, a matchup from hell for sure, all while fighting off the G-Force. I am looking forward to the release, and this taste got me even more excited. And to top it off, I managed to snag this bitchin' Mechagodzilla vs. Space Godzilla figure from a small booth near Artist Alley. I'm going to be reviewing this figure shortly, so there will be a link right here for the review. If not while you're watching this video, but in the near future. Speaking of video games, there is a lot of video game merchandise and paraphernalia on the floor. In fact, video games are becoming a spotlight medium at Comic-Con. I picked up a lot of video game shit as well, so let's take a look. I got a copy of Star Wars Battlefront 2 for PSP, a Darkstalkers Red Earth crossover manga, originally from 1997, now in print in English, and a Legend of Zelda Link Figma that I've been looking for a while. I'm going to be reviewing this Figma shortly, so yet again there will be a link here in the near future. Strangely missing from my DVD collection up until now were any Simpsons DVDs at all. I was lucky enough to pick these up at a flea market near the convention center for $10 each. So not really a Comic-Con buy, but I just decided to throw them in here, because it makes a nice segue to this Homer Simpson Lego statue, which exists at the Game Radar and Loot Crate booth. At the booth, I picked up this Comic-Con exclusive Loot Crate, which I will be reviewing coming up soon, so stay tuned. And click the link if it is up when you're watching this. But let's not forget what Comic-Con is really about. I picked up this little book, Archies vs. Predator. That's pretty hilarious, and you're stupid if you think otherwise. Archie's always getting themselves into trouble. I also snagged up The Bomb by Steve Mannion, a compilation of Steve's early Fearless Dawn and related works. Great art, great stories, great book. Heavy metal is always one of my destinations at Comic-Con. This year they had a big blowout and a wonderful panel to introduce the new editor-in-chief, Grant Morrison. I picked up a few things. Let's check them out. The August '84 issue with a badass cover. One of the fantasy specials, as you can see, it too is gorgeous. The 30th anniversary issue with Melting Pot fully realized. This book was the basis for Heavy Metal 2000, that is the shitty second Heavy Metal film, but the book is pretty okay with god-tier art. We have Metal Pesado #1, the Spanish language heavy metal magazine, launched this year. We have March 1978, which has one of the very few wraparound covers. Number 265, a modern issue I missed. June of '85 has a cool cover, and that's why I bought it. Here is the Gulliver issue, a classic, very funny. November '79 is one of the rare issues with nudity on the cover. And March of '82, just rad. And that's it for the magazine, but I picked up some Hoax Hunters as well, which is the new serial comic published by Heavy Metal, picked up from Image. Basically, it's the X-Files meets Mythbusters. I got all of the issues signed, and this one, I got a sketch done by the cover artist. He's ambidextrous and drew the sketch with both hands. It's actually really freaky. Comic-Con is all about the comics, right? Wrong. What would Comic-Con be without a little bit of hardcore Japanese pornography? I try to pick up at least one item of smut every year. I would show you inside, but that would get me kicked off of YouTube for good. So that's all for now. At the NECA booth, I was able to pick up a pretty bitchin' exclusive. A glow-in-the-dark Terminator figure. This one is pretty awesome. I don't think I'll open it, as I usually do with figures I pick up. In retro-style figures like this, with blister packaging, the packaging is half the charm. I also had the privilege of camping out all night for Hall H's Saturday presentation. Among the panels was Warcraft. Legendary gave us all free Google Cardboard VR headsets. It actually works pretty well for something made of cardboard, though forehead sweat quickly stains the eyepiece. It is a nifty little VR set that gives rise to questions about the futures of entertainment, and I appreciate it. Tarantino was also there hawking his Hateful Eight flick. It looks really good, and we got to see the trailer in Super Panavision 7D. He gave everyone in the hall a character poster of their choice. I, of course, chose Samuel L. Jackson like any smart person would. And that pretty much wraps up all I bought this year, save for souvenirs. So I'll just let some more footage roll, and let you experience just a drop in the bucket of the visual candy that comes at Comic-Con. Just a portion of the experience. Just a little bit the convention has to offer. Enjoy! I hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, please like, comment, and subscribe, and I'll see you next year at Comic-Con.